Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and how you feeling? Y'all doing all right? So, today we're starting out with the sun and a trine with the moon. The moon's going to trine Chiron and Eris. A little later, we still have Juno at 22 degrees. Venus is now at 10, and as you can see, within a 3-degree orb of that mutable T-square with the nodes. So, as we get a little bit closer to Venus being in that T-square, there's going to be fated things that happen with our relationships, with our money. So just remember, mutable energy is all about seeing what's working, what's not working, and making the adjustments, tweaking, tweaking what's not working, letting that go, and truly assessing the situation. What's most beneficial, what's not, okay? We have Mars at 25 degrees, still in that square with Saturn, and as you can see, Mars is working out of its way with that square with Saturn. Mercury is now picking up speed, and as you know, on the 16th, so 7 more days, Mercury's going to be out of shadow. Thank goodness, okay? Thank goodness. Mercury is within a 1-degree orb of that opposition with Uranus. So, the last time we had that opposition was 11/19, and the time before that was 10/29. Keep in mind, on 11/19 they opposed at 29 degrees, and on 10/29 they opposed at 0 degrees of Sag and Gemini. This is when the Fed cut the rates. This is when the Tanzanian people overthrew their government and war broke out. And this is also when we made that trade deal with South Korea. Now, keep in mind, the next aspects that Mercury's going to make is going to be with Neptune. So, and that happened on the exact same day on 11/19. So we could hear and see more of these things coming up to the surface. Everything that I told you all we would see has already happened. We just had announcements with China, and that was with the Mercury trine Jupiter, with the trade deals, and there was just an announcement yesterday that transpired with that. So, with this square here, I mean, we've already seen pew pew. I have not dropped receipts because I'm really trying not to put energy into that. However, be mindful when you are in large groups. Be mindful when you go out. Call in protection. Listen to your intuition specifically, okay? Now, Lilith is at 23 degrees, is in a trine with Jupiter, and emotions are extremely high. Specifically with Lilith and Scorpio. Lilith and Scorpio is very similar to Mars and Scorpio. It's very domineering. It's very controlling. It's very similar to what we watched with that documentary that was just released by 50 Cents. That's that energy, okay? So, ground. Let's not fight. Let's not do any of that, okay? There could even be wrecks, specifically with Mercury opposing Uranus. Birds wrecking, okay? So call in protection when you travel, whether it be by car, bus, plane. Okay. So let's see. The moon's going to trine the sun. It did that at 4:15 a.m. The moon's going to trine Chiron and Juno at 12:15 p.m. This is Eastern time zone. And then the moon's going to trine Mars at 19:06. This is at 7:06. And just a little later today, we're going to have the sun move to that 18-degree point. And then tomorrow is going to be at 18 degrees for the majority of the day. So, to say emotions are going to be extremely heightened is an understatement. All right? Could be a lot of arguments. Mercury opposing Uranus. A lot of sudden changes. A lot of sudden insight. A lot of sudden redirection. Give me one card for the energy for today, please. Justice. Yeah, things are definitely being balanced. Manifestations are truly coming in. You've planted the seeds for this, okay? And this feels like Uranus. It comes in like a speed of lightning, and it knocks you off your feet. Don't try to micromanage. Don't try to control, okay? There could even be some things that happen within the justice system, okay, that brings towers. There's been a lot going on there, specifically with certain people in power that hung out with a certain gentleman, okay? And I do feel we're going to see more arrests. We're going to see more cases. These things are destined to happen. Okay? Those that are behind all that, they don't want it to happen. However, the only way through this, the only way forward is for those things to happen. This tower doesn't feel like it's a bad tower. This almost feels like it's such a sudden redirection, sudden change, sudden conversation. It kind of takes you by surprise. Clarify the tower for me. Give me 3 cards, please, for the tower. The divine's leading the way. Listen to your intuition. Clarify the tower for me, please. Okay, so it's definitely going to be a conversation. It's going to be taking place, and this could be about children. This could be because I got the Fool underneath, so I get the 6 of Cups with the Page of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So there's definitely an ending that's taking place. Could be a conversation, could be a text message, could be a phone call in regards to either children or something that may have happened during childhood that's going to force you to go in a different direction. Or it's going to be the missing pieces to kind of set you free. Could be a conversation about, hey, I'm sorry. Could even be a conversation of, hey, I didn't mean for it to be that way. Let's work on things that's going to send you in a whole new direction. And it's almost going to free you from the chains to kind of let go and to take a leap of faith. This feels like it's a good thing. All right. I love you guys. Happy Tuesday. Be sure to cleanse your space. Be sure to tidy up. Be sure to use your Palo Santos. Cleanse the energy. Do your egg cleanse. All the things. Okay. Since today's Mars Day. I love you all. Have an amazing day. I'll see you soon.